Welcome back, guys. In today's video, we are reviewing all of this cool Napoleonic firearms, artillery, and instrument tech. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's get straight into this. So, as I said, we're going over the artillery pack, the firearms pack, and the instrument pack in today's video. We'll be going over the cavalry pack next week, so stay tuned for that. So as you see here, we have the carbine, the musket, the pistol, the rifle, and the sword. These are all the things that come in the firearms pack. So let's start out with the sword. So you either have to use shift lock, which can be activated from going to the escape menu, and then to settings, and then turning it on from there. And then when you're in shift lock, when you move your camera, it moves the little center thing. So if I look right, I do a right swing. If I look left, I do a left. Center, up, and down. I'm going with left click. That's how I am attacking right now. When you go to block, this is a left block, a right block, an up block, and a down block. To block a left swing, you need a left block, and so on and so forth. You need to block from the correct side, essentially. So this dude's over here, he does a left swing. He does a left swing like this, then I need a right block actually to block that, because it's on this side. So that's how that works. Now you can also press G on your keyboard to like point it. You can crouch with this. You can crouch while just fighting as well. So you can do that, and then you can also press K and kind of like rest it on your shoulder. So that's pretty nice. You can also crouch with it like that. So that's the sword. No, all the guns are essentially the same, except for the rifle and carbine. They are slightly different than the musket. So let's go over the pistol first, actually. So with the pistol, we can click, and then we go into fire mode, and then we can click again to shoot. I'm going to press F to get out, F to exit aiming mode, essentially. When you're up here, you can also press X to go into hit mode, and it's just, there's no blocking, it's just, you can go and smack someone. It's as simple as that. You press X, and you go back to shooting mode, so let me just shoot. So there you go. It is a one-shot kill, I believe. Might be different depending on range, but R to reload. And it's this lovely little reloading animation. For this to finish. And there we go. So now that's gone down to 19. So I have 19 more bullets ready to fire out of the max of 20. Now let's go over the musket. So the musket is the only gun with a bayonet. You press B to equip your bayonet. And there you go. Now you have a bayonet on. So now you can press X. And same as the sword, now you're in fight mode, like melee. So you have your 4 blocks and your 4 attacks, which I think is pretty nice. So you just press X to get out of that. So now let's go over basic firing. So there's 2 ways to get into firing mode. You can either click, which is, this is the more standard way, and then clicking again just brings you out, so click, and then F, and now you can shoot. So I'm just going to press F again to get out. Or you could press F to quick draw, and then click. And now another click would shoot, so I'm just going to press F, so I don't have to reload right now. So those are the 2 ways to get into firing mode, essentially. And another great thing is, if you're in melee, you just press F, and boom, you're right in firing mode. So you can go from melee, obviously you can't click to get into firing mode, but you can press F, and click, and now you can instantly shoot your enemies. And you can, yeah, so that's a really nice way to transition. If you're fighting someone, you kill the first guy, and you see another one coming, you just aim your gun and shoot at them. Now for some other stuff, of course, you can hold Z to walk slower, so if you're, like, practicing marching or doing slow turns, you know, whatever you military folks are doing, you can hold down Z. You can press N to go into slope arms, and it actually boosts your walk speed. You know, you're marching onto the battlefield, etc. N to get out of that. K to go to trail arms, and trail arms also boosts your walk speed. Whatever key you use to get into a move from now on, like N to get into slope arms, N to exit slope arms, K to enter trail, K to exit trail. We also have L for support arms. Don't know why you would use this, but I mean it looks cool. What else do we have? We have G to switch arms. We also have H to I forget what this is called. Ground arms. Sorry, there we go. Ground arms. It's H, and then we have J to port arms. You can crouch. You cannot go into. You cannot go prone. And we also have V to salute arms. So you cannot fire from here. So you can slightly tell the difference. So if you just look at that, and then if I go into firing, you see there is different hand placement. So if you see someone saluting at you like this, then you got a problem because they're about to take you out. That's fire. The smoke does slowly fade. It is crazy good how it is crazy how good the smoke is. But R to reload. Now that is reloading. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish that off. Lovely, okay. So, that's pretty much that. So now, the Carbine and Rifle are essentially the same. Models are different, but same thing essentially. They do not have a bayonet, so that is a disadvantage, but they do have an advantage where if you go into port arms and press C twice, you go prone. Now from prone, you can only do one thing. You can press F to go into firing mode to fire. That's the really only advantage of going prone, is to lay low and get one shot at your enemy. So I'm just going to go ahead and press R, and it won't let me reload. Come back up, get out of port arms. Now it's going to let me reload. But I don't really want to reload right now, so we're not going to do that. So that's pretty much that. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So now let's move on to the instruments. So we have the bagpipes, the fife, the drum, and the bugle. So they all work pretty much the same way. I'm just gonna test it out on the fife. So when you click, so you just equip it and then click, and it brings up this big menu. So playing near me, there would be a player, and the name of the song that they're playing. You just click on them, and you will the menu will go away, and you will start playing the song that they are playing. So, and you'll be in sync and everything. So you use this if you want to make like big armies and stuff. I believe it works cross instrument. I don't comment on that. But you see here we got different armies, so British, and then just click a song. The crawling is a bit weird and wonky with instruments. As you can see, it just moves me down when I go to crawl, and then going prone is really weird. You can do that with all the instruments. And if you ever want to stop playing, it's just a click and it goes away. Or you could unequip it. So those are the instruments. See, it's just same thing. They all got nice animations and stuff. So now on to the final thing, the artillery. Almost forgot this with firearms. You see here I have 19 bullets left. Come over here and I click this. It refills all the ammunition on all of my guns. That's really nice. Now on to artillery. I haven't been able to get this wall or cardboard box to work, but I do believe there is a setting or something where you're able to make it so when these are shot by artillery, they blow up, which is really cool. Now over here, there is a 12-pound cannon with boxes. They do not have these cards, but it's not here. I don't need to bring that. It's just a bigger cannon and bigger shots that do even more damage, though they don't have these little carts. So you see we got 5-inch, over here we got 6-pound, and then there's 12-pound. They are all different, and you must use the correct ammunition on the correct gun. So let's just go over here to your normal 6-inch. Now 6-inch has two types of ammunition. Just like 5-inch, it has these crates: round shots, canisters, and blanks. Canisters, blanks, and shells. So I'll go over the different types of ammo soon. And then it also has these carts, which, I mean, they're cool. You can make it so I've seen some people where you click on the little circle right here, it attaches it to you and you can pull it around or whatever. But these carts have the special thing where when you click on it, it actually like takes it out of the box. There you go. So these boxes will run out, but these boxes down here, they don't run out ever. They will never run out. So you have infinite ammunition unless you're using these, which you would put, I guess, at the middle of the battlefield. It's like in the heat of the battle, so that way these will run out quickly, and then at the far back they still have all of their shots. So let's load up a shot. Actually, let's go over the different types of shots. So we have round shots. Round shots are essentially your normal cannonball. One big shot flying through the air to destroy something. That one's self-explanatory. Canister, essentially a shotgun shell. It fires multiple little bullets. So if you're trying to hit, you know, a group of people, use a canister. It creates this big spray, and you'll definitely get someone. And then a blank is just effects. There are no bullets actually fired with a blank. In these crates, you get round shots and canisters, no blanks, because you're in the heat of battle. You don't need blanks. You don't want to put on a shell. Over here we have canisters, same thing. Blanks, same thing. And then shells, it's essentially the same thing as a round shot, just for these smaller cannons. So let's load up a cannon. See, when I come near it, they both say cleaned. There is no difference between brown and green, it's just a color. So let's load up a canister. So I'm just going to equip it in my hand, come up to the front, and click on it. Okay, now it says that a canister is loaded. Okay, so now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get our swab out. With the swab, you can actually hit X, and you can crouch with it. I don't know why you would want to do this, but you can. And again, everything here is up to you if you do want to do it. So we're just going to go over here, we're going to click on the front. It's going to play this annoying animation that it does. But then again, it is realistic. Now it says canister ready. So now you can fire this. Your canister is in, it's ready to be fired. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to the back of the cannon, and we're just going to first person and click that little knob. And now we use WASD to aim our cannon. So D to go right, W to go left. D to go right, A to go left, W to aim up, and S to aim down. So also it says my name up at the top. Sorry, I'm in an alt right now, but just aim it over here. So whenever you're satisfied, you can just jump to exit, but I mean, you want to fire the cannon, so it does tell you your pitch and your degree, your bearing, so like what direction you're facing. Whenever you want to fire, just hit F. There we go. So the canister fired all those tiny shots. The cannon flew backwards. Well, of course, there's so much smoke, and this smoke will dissipate. Now, on the cannon, it does say fired. So if we were to take a round shot, per se, it's not letting you load it up right now. So what we need to do is we want to get our swab, and we want to clean on out our cannon. And you'll notice it's using the white side of the swab this time. And now it's back to being a nice clean cannon, which we can take our 6-pound round shot and pop it right in. So now we can fire that again, after we push it down. Now over here to the 5 inches. So let's get a 5-inch canister, and we'll load it up into this one. These ones are slightly different, from what I remember. Or not. Let's just push this on in. Canister ready. Why you would want to use this tiny thing, I don't know, maybe you like shells or whatever. Let's fire that. There we go, definitely got more spray to it. So now we can just take out our swab, and yep, okay, so I was correct. You'll notice my swab ain't working, I can't click. What we have to do is we have to take out the worm tool, which is essentially just another swab. We have to worm it. We're just going to do this. It's going to go ahead and it's going to change it from fired to wormed, and then we have to clean it. So this one requires an extra step, but as you saw, it definitely gave us a lot more shots. Let's just fire this one more time. Go. Here we go. So I'm loading in a shell right now, and you see we can increase or decrease the fuse length to how far away it's going to fire. So I'm just going to lower it down to 3, and we hit W to load it. Let's load in our, let's load it in. Get ready. It's essentially a little grenade. Come over here. Just aim it up a bit more. You really get a lot more degrees. So these are more versatile, but they do require another step, so they are a bit slower. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and there we go, now it blew up. So what that means is it's gonna wait 3 seconds, and then it's gonna blow up. So you make the fuse longer, you can make the fuse shorter, it's up to you. Depending on how far away you want to shoot, I feel like that's the main reason why you would be using that. Now, notice that there are still some tools we didn't go over, so let's go over them right now. They are part of the artillery pack. So first off, there's a compass, which locks you in first person. It tells you the bearing. So this is 275 in this direction. Come over here, 273. Okay, I was close enough. Slightly off. But yeah, so there is that. So it tells you the bearing, so everyone else around your artillery cannon can know which what angle you should be shooting at. So that fort over there, that one's at 10 degrees, and this fort over here is at 86 degrees. So now you can pass it on to your artillery guy who's making the shot, and he knows exactly where to shoot, especially if it's out of render distance. Especially if maybe there's trees in the way or something, etc., etc. Maybe there's a whole mountain range, and he has to shoot over the mountain range. Slow march. When you hold Z, it allows you to slow march. You really could just call it torch, essentially. It's just a torch that allows you to slow march. And the final tool is the Spyglass. Probably give this to all your officers and artillerymen. This has to be my favorite tool. When you click, extend it, and you look through it, it zooms in. So now let me just look over at this fort, and let's press E. It's getting distance, and you can see on the right side of the screen it says 10,000 studs. Looks like that might be the max. So now let's just aim it down over here at this grass, and it's going to tell me 90 studs. So just click, get rid of it. So now I know exactly how far away something is, so my artillery can adjust the height to make it so that it has the correct trajectory to reach that. So math is important, kids, for your artillery cannons. It's pretty realistic, and I think we like that. I really like how realistic it is. You actually have to plan your trajectory, your fuse, especially with these. These not so much. Let's just fire another canister. 6-pound canister. Go ahead and put this in over here. These don't require a worm, which is nice. Those two do. It's a bit annoying, but whatever. Let's just go ahead and put the canister in. So I'm just going to hit W and D. This one does have a match pitch of 12 degrees. That is a bit annoying, but it's fine. Let's just keep turning, turning, turning. It would have been nice if there was like a sidestep animation for your guy, but sadly not. So now let's just go ahead and fire. And boom, I just obliterated everyone over there. Right there. Let me just show you with the Spyglass. right there. Everyone over here was just obliterated. So, thank you guys for watching my tutorial on the firearms, instruments, and artillery packs made by CoolDev49. The links to all these packs and the official setup tutorials made by CoolDev49 will be linked in the description, so you can go set these up in your own game and try them out. For now, I hope you enjoyed watching. Make sure to like and sub, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.